Hello out there, YouTubers, and everybody out there watching this video, all you watch fanatics and other people. Today I'm going to do a review of my newest acquisition, my Vostok Komandirskie 350642 24-hour watch. Now I was worried about whether or not this was gonna get here. It took over 6 weeks to get here from Russia, so I'm glad it finally made it here safely and can do a review. Please excuse my voice. It sounds like I'm sick and got a cold, but I'm not. It's just allergies. This time of the year is allergy season for me. Now this particular watch comes in a few different dial colors. It comes in with a black dial and an army green dial. I think the army green version comes on a army green nylon strap instead of a bracelet. And I'll show you the bracelet and the back and the rest of the watch later in a minute. And I always throw some still pictures at the end of my watch videos. And also, this watch comes in a version that has the date at the 6 o'clock position with a slightly different dial. I forgot which movement that is. This one has a 2431.01 movement. And the first thing you notice is it's a 24-hour movement. The hour hand goes around once every 24 hours, not 12 hours. So the way it looks now, it looks like it's on a normal watch. It will say 146. It actually says 346. If you notice, the hour hand is almost to the 4, which means that midnight the hour hand is straight up, noon it's straight down, at 6 p.m. it's pointing at what you call the 9 o'clock position, about where the minute hand is now. So it's a genuine 24-hour movement. No date on this particular model, which is fine with me, because almost all the Russian watches I've had experiences with, they did not have the quick date setting. So if I pick one up that hasn't been ran in a while, it's either takes a long time to set the date or have to just leave the date wrong on it. Well, this one is not an issue, and also without the date, it just gives it a nice clean look. No clutter on the dial. The movement is 19,800 beats per hour. It's 32 jewel movement. No hacking, but it does have, it's an automatic, but it does have hand wind option. Of course, you can't see the rotor in the back because this one does not have a clear back, and I'll show you the back in a minute. The bezel on it is a bi-directional friction bezel, no click stops, as you can see there. This little pip on the end of that is luminous paint, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. We'll do a loom shot, live loom shot. Case is stainless steel brushed, pretty nice looking case. It's more of a bigger watch, a little bit bigger than what I like. It's bigger than the other Komandirskies and the Vostok amphibians I have. It's a 42mm case, and it's 15mm thick, which when I saw those numbers, I thought that thing is kind of big. But when I put it on my wrist, I noticed it wears a little smaller. It doesn't seem as big and chunky. Part of the reason why it's so thick is because the crystal is raised. It's more like a dome crystal. It's acrylic crystal, not mineral glass. So I bet the crystal sticking up probably adds 1 to 1.5 millimeters to the overall thickness. Lug width is 22mm. On my other Vostoks it's 18, so that's quite a bit of difference in size there. And 22 is, I say 20 is the most popular size as far as which straps or bracelets are available, and 22 is probably the next most popular, so you should be able to find almost whatever bracelet or strap you want to put on this watch. Let me go ahead and stop the video, and I'll zoom out and show you the bracelet. Okay, there's the bracelet. This looks like stainless steel. Here's the clasp on it. This bracelet is very cheap quality. It's got this lock with a safety lock, double lock on it. Now, like I said, this bracelet is very cheap quality. And look how much it flexes and rattles, and look at the spacing. Actually, to take links out, you don't instead of having pins or screws, you got to slide out these flat pieces in here. That's how cheap it was. I was really disappointed in it, but it looks pretty good. It's not a bad looking bracelet, and of course, if you fit it to your wrist kind of tight, it doesn't rattle that much when it's on your wrist, which is a good thing. But I think I'm about to take this cheap bracelet off and try out a couple of NATO straps I bought for it. A blue camo and a black with blue Ducati stripe. But I'll show you that in a minute. Let me show you the back before I put the NATO on there. Let me zoom in and show you the back. Okay, there's the back of the watch. It's got a screw-in case back. Water resistant to 100 meters. I don't know what all that says in there. I really don't know that much in Russian, other than a few watch-related words. And oh yeah, I forgot to talk to you about the crown. It is a screw-down crown, and when you unscrew the crown, you got to pull it out to the first position. You can manually wind the watch, which is kind of hard because it doesn't just pop out in a wind position like a typical Vostok. You got to put outward pressure on it and hold it while winding it. Then if you pull it out all the way to its second position, that's the time set position. So winding a Vostok is not that easy. You know, you got to unscrew the crown, then you got to hold pressure on it while you're winding it. So there's the back of the watch. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and put a couple of NATOs on it and show you those. Well, there's the blue camo, and I think it looks pretty good on there, even though the blue on the strap doesn't quite match the dial. I still think it looks pretty good. Like I said, these are 22 millimeters, so if you want to have this watch and want to change out the bracelet or strap, you need to get 22 millimeters. I think it looks pretty dang good on there. Now I'm going to stop this video and put the other one on there, and we'll see what it looks like. Then I'll do the loom shot for you. Now I think this one looks a little bit better, especially considering the blue matches the dial a little bit better, and it gives it a more simple, clean look to it. Also, this strap, the distance between the rings is not as far as the other one. I think that looks better too. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera, change settings for loom, and give you a loom shot now. I've been charging this up with a flashlight for about 20 to 30 seconds now. Oh, that looks pretty good there. I like that. If you notice, the loom on that little pip on the bezel and the hands is brighter than the markers. I don't know why they do that. On a lot of watches, they'll make the loom on the hands brighter than the markers. I don't know why that's done. Now this watch, I know it's going dim real quick, but that's just what it looks like on camera. The brightness of the loom changing has been exaggerated. Let me charge it up. Now the loom on this watch, this one, I'm really impressed with it, because on all my other Russian watches, even my Vostok Europes, the most expensive Russian watches I have, the loom is not that impressive. It's not that bright, but I'd say I haven't done a side-by-side comparison, but I'd say that this is probably one of my best loom watches as far as all the Russian watches go. This one is probably one of the best when it comes to loom. Alright, now I'm going to close out this video with some still pictures, like I always do with my watch videos. I hope you have enjoyed it.